Oh, got it.
Beautiful. All right, Danielle here from Transcendence to the Truth. I'm your intuitive alchemist and masculine mindset coach. I have with me Gary Button from The Beautiful You, who is a dear friend of mine and a client. And we are going to go through Gary, say hi. Introduce yourself, my darling.
How you going? I'm here supporting Danielle tonight, and hope to hear from you soon. Danielle, you take it away.
We're basically doing a bit of a Zoom tester, and I thought, what else but to actually give you some real value and content. Something that I've really wanted to do a live on for a while, where I'm showing a bit of a live men's session with you. So talking through a situation that's causing someone suffering, how the suffering in the mind, when you dig into the belief, you can find the subconscious programs, patterns, uncomfortability, and work through that to bring it into a space of lightness so that you can find some ease and reframe that belief. So, Gary, what I want you to do is I want you to think about a situation that's causing you some discomfort, some uncomfortability, or some form of suffering within your mind. And I want you to tell me the feelings that come up for you and put it into a belief, into an I am statement.
Well, nice call. For a start, obviously, we've worked together, and you've been, I've been in your space for a long time. So you've done a lot of work with me. For those that are new to this, just go with the flow and be in the moment for all of this. The moment we're going to discuss tonight is myself with vulnerability or not trusting other people that are new in my life. It's people that tend to bombard my life, and that happens as we progress through this stage, as we get a lot of people that come into our life that we don't know. So these are people that are coming into me and particularly saying, help me, and for me to be able to trust them totally, Daniel. Yeah.
So would your belief be framed in a way of I am resisting trusting new people in my life?
Oh, of course. That's it. That's the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Totally.
So when you think about that, is that your mind? So this is a question that I asked, and I already know the answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is that a part of you going into some form of self-judgment or conclusion based on past experience, or is that some form of awareness of the future?
No, you're right. It's definitely past. If it was for the future, we're open to that. So past experiences tell me that engaging a new person can be positive or negative. And in this situation, I'm always looking, hey, what if it's negative? Right? We don't look at the positive because we're always got that little ego drive that turns around and tells us where we should be at, right? So I always look at things in that I don't want to judge it, but obviously, hey, deep down, there must be some sort of judgment there, yeah?
Well, there's definitely an unconscious program that's connected to some form of past pain that you're holding on to that's making it very challenging for you to be in the moment, trusting new people in your life, and that's uncomfortable. So let's do a little bit of work on that. I want you to get really uncomfortable in the thought of how not trusting people serves you and what it actually gives you to how it adds value to you. We often talk around what is limiting us, but we don't talk about the other side of things, that actually every single belief that we hold serves us and it limits us. So how does not trusting other people serve you?
It doesn't. It doesn't. Full stop. It never serves you. When you are in the moment, and it comes down to the fact that you have to be open with people and the universe. When you're not open, it's a blockage. It stops you. It stops everything. So it stops my energy. It stops my receptive energy. It stops everything. And it's not nice, because at the bottom line is that I need to serve people and my clients in such a way that I have to be open to them. So this is one of the things that I need to get past, and I need to accept.
Yes, and I completely agree. In the polarized view of it doesn't serve you in any way, but the shadow side of you that we are not always willing to admit, there is something that it does serve you. So it holds as a way to somehow protect and look after your ego. So
That's exactly what you just said. That's exactly what it does, Danielle. It takes me to another place. It takes me to a place that is more of comfort. It takes me to a place where I'm easy. I'm not in that out of the, let's draw a box that's out of the square. It's let's not engage in this level, because this is something you don't know. So let's not be abrasive.
Yeah.
So you're right. You're exactly right. Exactly what you're saying is where it's back in the box. It's back in my shell.
So it serves you as a great way to protect you, so you don't have to go into any uncomfortable feelings or uncomfortable situations, because it's, well, people have hurt me in the past, I don't trust people, and that keeps me safe and secure.
Damn straight.
Beautiful. Now,
exactly.
We've talked a little bit about the limitations. While you have the belief that I am resistant to trusting people, how does that make you respond in interactions with new people? How do you feel in your body? How does your behavior, how do you interact?
Good. Great question, because it happens so much. So it almost allows you to prejudge or pocket your clientele, and it's something we don't want to do in this industry. Is what we want to do is we want to be open to everyone and give them the best experience that they can, even if we can't help them. Right? We want to engage them at some level. So my resistive action behind all of this stops me from engaging them. And it's terrible, because that there's something there you can do, but your ego, your own ego, and your own self and your own past, and these interactions with the past, whether they be good or bad, and most of the time they're bad, face it, they stop you from doing that. So it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant for any of us, and it equals failure. It equals failure in so many levels, and we just can't. We've got to get through that and accept that. I mean, I've done that with clients that I engage with, clients that I don't have these blockages with. But if I can't get down to this level of trust inside this person, it's a big issue, and it stops me from completing my task, and that is to help them
and connect on, to help and to serve someone. You ultimately have to be vulnerable and intimate, because there has to be this level of, if even if that person's not aware, they are going to feel the level of resistance and not trusting them that's going to come through. So they're going to hold back themselves, and they're not going to get the most out of any session with you.
Absolutely correct. And awareness has nothing at this level to do with it. It's not until we delve deeper and we connect. So if I can't get this connection level happening at the most basic level, I'm not going to succeed, am I? I'm going to fail right from the word go. My client's going to walk away disillusioned with the whole process. And it's not because of them. It's because of me. And this is the thing that, okay, does it frustrate me? Not really anymore. It doesn't frustrate me. I've just got to use your techniques to get past this. And that's why we're engaging at this level.
Beautiful. So we've gained quite a bit of awareness around it. One of the things I want you to think about, though, is where this story and narrative has come from, where you can pinpoint it as far back that maybe trusting others has originated from, so that we can bring up some awareness there and see that that past experience really does not serve you now.
This is good for us because this is a topic that you and I have spent several weeks on in the past. So I can automatically engage and feel with this now. It's coming from my core. So it's one of the things that I created around a fear that happened in my youth many years ago. And it was the fact that if I put my hand up at home, if I said my piece, if I was confident about anything or even questioned anything, that it was knocked down. And I was not only knocked down, I was beaten down in the literal form. So obviously there's a violence history there that it's attached to. So I'm lucky that all sessions don't come down to this. Please don't think that this is where it's going to come to, but this is the result of a lot of your work that we've done in the past, and we've done a lot of work, yeah. So
as I mean, I do know your history, and we've obviously done a lot of work, and we know each other quite well. When we talk about the level of not trusting from that childhood perspective and that inner child, the inner child part of you has fear, you know, of how, if you respond in a certain way, what the retaliation will be. And that's something that you then have recreated through a lot of different patterns and cycles throughout your life. When you look at it now and you have so much awareness and so many tools and so much knowledge, you have the ability to self-soothe that inner child. That inner child didn't have the mindset or understanding to be able to even listen to their intuition or to self-protect. Whereas now you have the tools and you have so much knowing and understanding that, is there really any way possible that, and I mean, I know there's infinite possibilities, but at this point in your evolutionary process of where you are, is it really possible that your vibrational frequency would attract some situation to that degree where you don't trust yourself? Or has your life experience taught you actually to trust yourself?
Okay, so there's, yeah, you're exactly right. So yes, and we'll all say yes to that. Without going the long way around this, a lot of sessions with you in the past, a lot of discussion, a lot of sessions with bars and with therapy have got me to where I am now. And I would not be that without you, because I feel and I know that I'm much more of a person that I want to be than what I was ever thinking I could be. So that's one. Number two is, with everything that you've said and everything that you've done, am I going to create that better person for myself? Of course I am. I'm able to do that now. Am I able to work through this? All I need is the triggers and points from Danielle, and from, there are others around there, but Danielle's my primary contact with that. So what you do is, just like in this session right now, and everyone can see, you've activated triggers inside me. So I can now see that my trust for others is based on this deep fear from in between, and it still comes up. So we think we're healed and we think we're 100% right, and we go forward with that, but we're not 100%. We're probably only 90%, or maybe 92%. And then something comes up, and then someone like you turns around and asks a question like that, and it triggers something inside. So we need to concentrate on that, and we need to think about that. And that's where we're at now. I do agree, Danielle, totally, that yes, I can heal this for myself now that you've brought the topic up. I see the funny side of all of this too, by the way, guys, because there's no need to take any of this seriously, even though we want to, and we want to take this seriously. Let's look at ourselves like the biggest joke of all. Hey, God created, universe created us. Here we are sitting here. So, boy, oh boy, COVID-19, all this other stuff.
Yeah, well, we could go into that and we'd probably be here all night. Well, to finish that off and to bring you into a new energy, and we'll sit with the old belief. So the old belief was, I'm resistant to trusting new people in my life. And you feel that, and you feel that contraction in your body, and you feel that level of not wanting to engage. How can we reframe that belief so that it opens you up into some expansion, and flip it so that it's more empowering and aligns with your true energy?
So your techniques have already told me the answer. Oh my gosh. So the answer is me. Answer's always me, and it's always about me, and it's always about let it go. So let's just look at what in this moment, is it affecting me? Yes. What would I be like in this moment if I didn't have that? So you think about that moment, and the thing is, if that impression and that, rejection and that persuasive thing was there, but it's not there, right? Because it's miles away or it's non-existent now. It's still there. Why? Because we allow it to be there. So just let it go. Let that feeling go, and let it just rip. And exactly what you've said now, I've got probably 3 or 4 clients that I need to re-engage with right from the word go.
So the belief going forward, when you re-engage and move on from this, and then you can do I know you're a master at clearing your own energy, so that's not something that you've learned through our time together, and then you've mastered on your own because you're an absolute superstar. But the belief going on can be, as I trust myself, I trust others.
Oh, of course. And what it needs to be is, we're all going to absorb this energy. If we don't like it, reject it, send it back. But these people that come into our lives, they want our help, and we can't deny them just because of our own feeling. We have to accept it. And the only thing we can reject from them is their energy that we don't like. Let's keep it on the professional level. Let's do the job we have to do. Let's engage. Let us look at their options and how they need to be. Yeah, you're exactly right, Daniel. It's just like now it's not a big storm. It's a calm blue ocean, and that's what we need to focus on. Anything else, if we don't see a calm blue ocean, is a distraction from where we need to be. I'll add one more about the clearing energy and our ability to clear our own energy. It's also nice to engage in something like access bars or whatever you like to do, just so you can release that energy. And with the attachment to somebody else, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, and that I like that. I love those moments, and I know that that many people around there like that, because it we can release the energy ourselves. We can do that, bit of meditation, bit of whatever, focus on chakras, bit of yoga. Me do yoga, but let's just say sometimes it's good to just have those moments of being able to be open to somebody else and to be able to release. And those moments are important.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so on the clearing, this was not where I was going with this, but I'm going to go with the flow of the energy. How about we do, what I can do is I can do a light language transmission to clear any of the energetic distortions and contractions from the conversation that we've had that has been brought up from our energetic field. It's been triggered. So that's what happens. Our cells and our energy field is triggered from the language that we speak and the thoughts and the feelings. And to clear that energy so it shifts into this new belief for Gary. How do you feel about doing a quick transmission?
Always. I'm open to everything always. One of the things we need to do is we need to be there in that moment. And yeah, it's important. I
Beautiful.
like it.
All right. Well, what I'll get you to do then, Gary, is I'll get you to close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want you to take 3 deep belly breaths in. Exhale out all the density and contraction. Now I'm going to connect in to the universe and creator energy. And I'm going to ask for any of the frequencies and the vibrations to come through to clear the energy that has come up attached to this old belief that you're carrying, so that you have the new space and receivability to bring in a new level of trust within yourself and for others. It may be super quick or it may be a little longer, and we will just see how that flows through.
I already feel a bar session happening.
I know, distance healing isn't amazing.
It just feels so nice.
Su te anaya tu e ataya, kanaya tu e se te anaya tu e ataya ru kanaya taya e se kanaya tu e te ate shikanaya pa anaya tu e te ase kanaya apaya te anaya. Uanaya te shutataya karaya rakania payatinea sutu tarete nete. Ushataya tu e te kainaya sutu, eseataya tu taya atarutu tu shea tu neata. Ea tuashia taya naya tu manea tu sayata.
So cool.
So for somebody who's really only, you haven't experienced light language in the flesh with me yet. It hasn't been something that we've got an opportunity to share in energy. What did you feel when you received that transmission?
Oh, it's funny because it's like you see and with your eyes closed, you see and feel exactly what you see. I feel a clearing energy, and I feel the earth from up toes, feet, soles, and I feel the energy coming up through me and out the top of my head, just like just like energy happens. And it's an amazing feeling, and it's clearing. It's just like you've just allowed a lot of space. What can I say? We're access bars practitioners, and you've just else right now that has done something very similar. And I feel very light from that, and clear, and focused, very focused.
Beautiful. Well, I think we'll wrap it up then. That was amazing. Thank you so much for your time, Gary. I really appreciate you jumping on and doing this live with me.
Always a pleasure, and I really hope to do more of this.
Yeah.
People just trust in yourself enough to engage, and when you engage with someone with Danielle's experience in particular, it's a fantastic thing. Danielle's taught me a lot and got me to a space that I'm serving my own clients, and like you, it's an amazing feeling, and it's a good feeling. It's something we have to do, yeah.
Well, remember, you did the work. You did it. You were ready for it, and you received it, and you've continued that journey, and that's all on you, darling.
But it wouldn't happen without you.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Would love to hear your comments and any insights that you received during this. Share it with anyone that you may think that this may add value, and have an absolutely beautiful evening. I love you.
Oh, love everywhere.
Now we're going to try and work out how to turn it off.
Good job. Ta-da!